Today's video I will show you how to show the time picker view inside your React Native's new architecture with Fabric for both Android and iOS. So first I have created a bare bones React Native project. The next thing which you have to do is uh, you have to enable the new architecture. So I will go to the documentation. So for Android you have to search for this property and make it to true. So I will just run new arc enabled. So go to gradle.properties and make this property to true. Next for iOS you have to cd to your iOS directory and try running this command. If you might face two issues. The first issue is something like this. So to resolve it you have to cd to the root of your Android React Native project and try running this echo this thing, and it might resolve your issue. The second issue which you could face after running that command is this. So I already have a video on my channel explaining in detail about this, but if you want you can try running this command which may resolve your issue, or you might want to check out other answers as well which might help you to resolve the issue. But once you successfully run this command, just run yarn iOS or yarn Android and you should see in the metro bundler fabric colon true, which means the new architecture has been enabled for your app. Next you have to go to fabric native components. So here they specify that you have to create this folder outside the root of your project, but according to me it is incorrect. You should keep it inside the root of your project, otherwise you might face a lot of issues. So if you check inside the root of my project, I have created RTN my time view. You can name it according to whatever you want, but make sure the naming is consistent throughout your project, otherwise again you will face lot of issues. So I have created Android, iOS and JS folder. Forget about the generated folder for now. And inside JS you have to create an interface. So again I have copy pasted everything from documentation. Only thing which has been changed is we require a callback from native side to React Native side whenever a time has been picked. So I have defined this callback here, and this name should be changed according to whatever you have defined. Again the JS file name, TS file name also should be according to whatever the folder name you have defined. Next you have to create a package.json file. Again I have copy pasted this from the documentation. So here you can see the TypeScript file, then the package.json file, again copied from the documentation, but the name should change. So this name should change, this name should change. You can, if you want, you can change it over here as well, but this doesn't matter because these are like GitHub links. Next this name should change. So these are mandatory changes which you have to make. Next go to Android folder, go to build.gradle and add this Kotlin version and add this class path, because I want to use Kotlin and not Java as that is recommended by Google. Then go to app, build.gradle, add this implementation for Kotlin standard lib, scroll up and add this apply plugin as well. So next let's see. So we have to create the pod spec file. So go to your, make sure the package.json is not inside your JS folder. It should be a sibling to your JS folder. Similarly the pod spec file should be a sibling to your iOS folder and not inside the iOS folder. Again copy pasted everything from the documentation, and here but the only thing which I have changed is this name RTN my time view. Next I have created a build.gradle and a React package class. So inside the Android I will create a build.gradle. Again copied everything from documentation. Only changes I have made is this apply plugin and this Kotlin standard lib, as well as this package name should change according to what you have. Next we will create this structure. So I will create src main java com rtn my time view, and you have to just create this class for now, my time view package, and on line level you have to do just this for now because of code gen. After doing code gen we will change the code. So just return an empty list for now. Next okay, we have already done this. Now we have to run code gen. So to run code gen we have to run this command, but in our case it won't be double dot, it would be only a single dot as our folder is already inside the React Native project. So open your terminal and I have written this code. So you have to run this yarn add dot slash rtn my time view. Once that is done, you have to do cd dot dot. Now I am in my desktop folder and you have to run this command. So here this should be your project name, this should be project name, this should be project name followed by your folder name. This is little different to what has been specified in the documentation because their folder is already outside the project folder, but ours is inside. That's why in the third line also we have to specify our project name. Once that is done, you should see a generated folder inside your rtn my time view folder. Okay, next you have to generate these three classes. So I will go to my iOS folder. I will generate art. I will close this for now. I will generate first rtn my timeview.h. Again copy pasted from the documentation. Only thing is changed, that is the naming. Again rtn my timeview manager.mm, copied from the documentation. The file name has been changed over here, and this rct export view property has been changed because we want a callback from native side to the React Native side. Next rtn my timeview.mm. So mostly this file also has been copied from documentation. Only thing that has been changed is this imports has been changed. Then this interface name, then the interface view protocol, then rtn my time view over here. Then we are taking a UI view, a date picker, and an ns string. So this ns string is used whenever we pick a current time, we assign it to this underscore selected date. This has been copied from documentation. This name should be changed. This has been copied from documentation. Then this name should be changed. Then we are creating a UI views object, creating a picker views object. Then we are doing this thing is for auto layout constraints, which we are doing over here. Then we are setting the date picker mode, then changing the background color. And once a time has been picked, we are calling this on date picker value change method, which we have called over here. And for iOS 13 and above, we are changing the date picker style. And then we are adding the picker to our UI view. And this first code is just like formatting your date. Once that has been formatted, we are assigning it to our selected date. And once that has been assigned, we are just sending, this code is used to send it back to React Native. So again, don't worry, the source code would be in the description. And this all thing has been copied from documentation. Only thing that has been changed is this class name and class name. Okay, once that is done, so the iOS part is done for now. Next we have to go to Android. So we have to again run this command. So you have to go to your terminal, and in the root of your project you have to run this command. Then cd to your Android folder and run this command. So it would generate code gen, and you should be able to see all the code gen inside your node modules rtn my time view Android. Okay, next we have to create all the classes for our Android folder as well. So inside my time view package, which we have already created, you can change the line level to this. And now inside my time view manager, I have copied this code from documentation. Only thing is converted Java to Kotlin and replace the name to our file name accordingly. Okay, so here this name has been changed as well, this has been changed as well. Here you can see, apart from the context, we are passing the current activity as well. And here this is required whenever you have a callback from native side to React Native side. Next we have created an event class again, which is a boilerplate code whenever you want to send data from native side to React Native side. So yeah, and here is the actual code. So I have told you we require the current activity, right? So this time picker dialog requires the current activity. If you by chance pass the context instead of the current activity, you would see this, which might cause an issue for you. So pass the current activity over here, and basically here we are doing some kind of a date time calculation to get the hour and the minute. and here we are just laying out our views, and here we are creating the time picker dialog and then showing the time picker dialog. Next, all we have to do is have to again run this command inside the root of your project. So you can just run this yarn add dot slash rtn my time view, and for iOS you have to cd to iOS and run this command again, which will create a pod of your rtn my time view. Once that is done, to use it you can import it something like this, rtn my time view, and to use it you can use it like this. So once a user has picked up a date, you will see it in your console log. So this would be how it would look on Android, and this is how it would look on iOS. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.